Alright, we're gonna test if it boots. I'm nervous. Let me make sure it's on.
I just want to
Okay, I'm going to attempt to boot it up for the first time. Yikes.
doesn't look like it's gonna be good.
Oh.
So that is good. You like that?
Gladiator 1 was very good. It was very
Favorite
emotional.
movie is cutting up the fat. But
It doesn't turn on. And hopefully this will work. If you haven't seen my previous video, I highly recommend you watch that video before you watch this one, so everything makes sense. Alright, so now that you've watched my last video, you're probably wondering, what happened with the PC? Is it working now? Well, in today's video, I'll hopefully be able to answer all of those questions. So what's wrong with the PC? Why wasn't it booting, you may ask? Well, during that moment, I was wondering the exact same thing. It did technically boot, but on the glass panel of the PC, there was a red and yellow light on the motherboard, which resembled CPU and RAM issues. I put the RAM in the first and third slots the first time. I tried swapping the RAM slots and it still occurred. After trying so many things to fix it, this happened. Alright, so I just reseated the RAM, and now it's giving me this white light. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but... Oh, it went away. Is your fan still spinning? Oh, it's back now. Oh, green light, I think that's good. Now, I don't even know to this day what fixed it, but here's my guess. I think I triggered a reset somehow when taking out the RAM, which possibly fixed it. I'm pretty sure the RAM was completely in when I tried booting it initially, but the question still remains, does it post? Alright, we're gonna see if it works now. Let's see. No real lights. Let's turn on the TV screen. Please. Yes! And normal temperatures too, unlike the last time I built a computer. You did it. It successfully posted. However, the RGB case fans weren't working. Now, I was trying to enable XMP without realizing that it's not called XMP on AMD chipsets. It's called Expo. However, when I tried enabling the full speed of RAM, the system restarts and doesn't post. It has a red and orange light that stays on the motherboard, so I took out the CMOS battery and put it back in. Then we were back to normal. Now, instead of trying to get the system to install Windows that night, I decided to fix the RGB case fans. While working on the RGB fans, I realized I didn't have all the lights plugged in for the CPU cooler. Got some of the lights to work though. The fans aren't spinning and they don't have lights yet. Now, for the RGB fans, it turns out I never had the cable plugged into the power supply. I thought that cable wasn't necessary, however, it turns out it was necessary. With the cables being plugged in now, I can move on to enabling Expo and installing the OS. I decided to use the monitor that we got at Micro Center from my cousin to test the PC. I was originally gonna save the monitor for a different video, but I decided to put it into this video instead. As you saw, the monitor didn't get the signal. We thought it had something to do with the monitor since it was working with the TV. But after about 30 minutes, my uncle somehow got the PC to work with the monitor. Now, when I tried enabling Expo, I got the same issue I got earlier. I decided to call it a night and go to bed hoping maybe it'll fix itself by the morning. The next day comes and the motherboard lights are still there. I take out the CMOS battery, put it back in, then I tested the computer. It worked, but the monitor wasn't picking up the signal again. I had to use the TV. The computer posted on the TV, and after watching a quick YouTube video on how to get the PC to boot on the USB drive, this happens. Really got it. I couldn't use the monitor. I think something's wrong with it, but after messing around with the settings, I was finally able to get the screen, which is very good. I'm extremely happy I got it this far. I tried to retain my excitement while going through the Windows setup process. No Wi-Fi detected. Yup, sadly the Windows process doesn't go as planned. Wi-Fi is unavailable during the setup process. I have to use an Ethernet cable. This time, I bring the computer into the office where my grandma's all-in-one desktop is at. The Wi-Fi router is in the same room too, so it's perfect. While plugging in the Ethernet cable, it wasn't going in the port. The I/O shield was getting in the way. I must have messed up putting the I/O shield in. I grabbed tweezers and was thankfully able to fix the issue. Now that the issue is resolved, we turn on the PC to find out the computer is not posting to the all-in-one desktop. Then we remember my grandma's old monitor. We plug that in and that doesn't post too. My cousin made a comment along the lines of, the PC just doesn't seem to work with monitors. This is what I believe was actually true. How would we get an Ethernet cable all the way downstairs to a TV though? Well, I realized at my house, there was already an Ethernet cable that we used for the TV. That could work. They were going to drop me off there anyway, so it wasn't too big of an inconvenience to bring it with us to my house. When we got to my house, things went amazing. Everything was working out great. Well, the keyboard's at, and here's where the mouse and mousepad is. And that's where the PC's at. It wasn't the most practical setup, but it still did the job. We got the PC. This is definitely not the most comfortable setup using my own TV, but we got the Ethernet attached. Here we go. Don't turn off your PC. Going well. Let's go. Okay, so we got this glitch now. I always set it to the right time zone, so I don't know why this is happening, but yeah. Just gonna keep trying. Look at all these updates, dang.
And if you want fruit.
Got Wi-Fi working now, and it's connected to a monitor. So let's go.
Alright.
I believe the drivers just need to be updated, but because I updated the drivers earlier in the clip you already saw, I think this is what fixed it. I proceeded to update the rest of the drivers and we were almost done. Fun fact, after updating the drivers, this is when I finally discovered it being called Expo, not XMP for the RAM. However, when I tried enabling Expo, I ran into the same issue that I was facing earlier. I think this is due to it needing a BIOS update, and because of this, I decided it wasn't a good idea to enable it. Whoa, calm down. I was pretty tired from all that troubleshooting. I didn't have a lot of time, and I didn't want to make this situation any worse than it already was, so I just left it alone. Stop booing! Okay, now back to the good news. The good news is we were able to test games and she was impressed. We also figured out what the C and the M meant on the front I/O. We figured out what these things are. So the C, I don't know if the camera's capturing it, but the C is for like solid colors. Boom, 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 boom. And the M means mode, so like what mode you want it to be in. So yeah, pretty cool. Now, from building this gaming PC, I got paid $300 from my cousin. What did I do with this money? I'll talk about it in my next video. That's going to be it for today's video. I'm very glad I got the PC done in time, solving most of the issues. Thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe. Bye.